What is up, internet? It's your boy Tenku, and today we're gonna be talking about an anime that I got from Sentai Works because they, again, I mentioned last week they had a huge sale, and I went crazy and bought a crap ton of anime. So me and Eric Senpai are getting together once a week to watch them, and I'm gonna review them and bring them to you guys to see if you guys like them or not. Almost see how that goes. But with all that said, guys, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so today we are talking about Bladedance of the Elementers. I'm sorry, that's Bladedance of the Elementalers. It's not even a word, but that's the name of the anime. It's right here. I got it. You see it. Bladedance of the Elementers there, and this anime has everything I wanted in an anime. I'm harem trash, so it's a harem. Has some cool fights, an intriguing story. It has a little bit of the etchy comedy sprinkled in, so I thought it'd be a good one. It revolves around our main character, Kamito. And Kamito is the only male elementer. So what that means is in this world you can make contract with spirits and they become your aid, they fight, they can be in the form of a weapon or in the form of like an awesome animal type deal. And he is the only male, which is a sign that he is the next demon king, basically. So because only male that can actually make contract with spirits is supposed to be the next demon king. So he ends up enrolling at the school at the behest of the headmaster because they know each other because they want to do this big tournament. And the winner of this tournament gets a wish. And so he can't really remember what happened a couple years ago, kind of amnesia-ish type stuff going on. But he used to have an elemental that was really close with, and that element abandoned him. And so he wants to find the truth of what happened, so he wants to make the wish to find out what the heck happened to his other elemental. He always has a glove on so nobody can see the seal for the other elemental. He runs into a host of people who ends up being on his team because it's a team battle thing they got going on. You start with Claire, who is fire based. She's kind of the tsundere, if you will. She has the whip, and her elemental contract is with like a fire cat. Pretty cool, pretty like cute type deal. Then there's Ellis, who is like the guard of the school. She's like head of the knights that help guard the school, and she has this spear thing and a good fired bird, attacking stuff. Some eagle fang, if you guys know what that is, And then you have Rinslet, and Rinslet is another noble. These are all pretty much nobles except for Ellis, and she has a Fenrir, which is ice, and then of course she turns into a bow and arrow, so that's her weapon. And last but not least, we have Fianna, and Fianna is another princess, of course, and hers is a gigantic mech knight type deal, considered, I guess, light, because they're elementals, they're fire, light, water, and all that stuff. So hers is like considered light, and of course they all fall in love with Kamito and vying for his attention, so they have that whole plot line. But they all have their individual problems and they all have their individual storylines, which are really good because they did a good job of what's Claire's motivation, what's Ellis's motivation, what's Rinlet's motivation. Well, they did okay with Rinlet, and then what's Fianna's motivation, what they all want to do. And of course, they all have their weapons that I just mentioned, and they turn into these elemental spirit type animals, stuff like that. And of course, Kamito, he contracts another spirit in the beginning because he's saving Claire's life, and his is they call it the Demon Slayer. It's the sword that slayed the demon lord 1,000 years ago, and he actually was able to contract it. And the name is Est, and what Est turns into is a 1,000-year-old lolly character. Yes, that's right. He doesn't get some badass animal. He gets a lolly. And so it's about them fighting for his affection, fighting to get into this tournament. They leave a bunch of questions. It's great anime, and I would love to recommend it, but they did that anime thing to where like they set up this big story and like a bunch of plot lines that you want to answer, and yes, the tournament's gonna answer everything, but then it ends at 12 episodes. They don't even get to the tournament, and it never continued, so it never finishes. So like, as much as I want to like recommend this anime to people because I loved watching it, it just they did that typical thing where you got to go read the manga or the light novel to find out what happened because they never continue on the story in anime form. Like you want to question what happened with Kamito and his other elemental. Like, why did it end up the way it did? What's going on? Don't find out because the tournament doesn't take place. Claire's thing's going on. I don't want to mention it because it's pretty intriguing. You don't find out because again, it's going to get resolved at the tournament via a wish. If they win, So like the only thing when they kind of resolve is Fianna's, and just because she's fairly new, and then when she joins, it kind of resolve her thing too. And Est, why is Est so? She's basically in love with Kamito too. And why is she like that? Why did she choose him? Why did she let him make a contract when she rejected all others? I mean, these are all questions that they present, and it's a really good story to get you going on that. But then it ends because look, maybe continue in second season, and of course the second season never came out because this ends in 2014. So you want to find out? You got to read the manga. So I mean, I liked it, but if you don't like getting frustrated because you don't get answers, I really wouldn't watch it. But again, tell me what you guys think. I could be crazy. Let me know in the comments down below. Hit me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Thank you for watching the videos, guys. Hey, sub to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And again, if you guys leave me comments here down below, I answer them as soon as I can. I like to engage you guys here on YouTube versus the other platforms. But again, I'll take anything you guys want to leave me at. And just remember, if you can't trust the random fat guy you met on the internet, then who can you trust? And everybody have an awesome, awesome day.